Hey, Hickok 45 here with an FN SCAR 17S in 308 762. Big boy. Yep, it's called a SCAR. I don't know why they call it that. That might be a better term for the 223, right? Because I think this thing will do more than scar whatever it hits. So let's see about that. Get my ears in tight. Okay. Ooh, let's start out with this green target right here. Okay. Oh, nice. How about a 2-liter? How about another one? Wow. Tried to attack me. You see that? Oh, someone put a pineapple out there. It's a good year for pineapples, too. Wow. That fast bullet just goes right through it. Let's go on over there and try the red plate. I think I know where to hold. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. Right on it, of all places. Okay. I was holding under it, I guess. See if we can do that again. Calm down. All right. Click. Oh, we're out of ammo already? Can't believe it. Let me grab another magazine. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what my problem is, but if you hold right on the plate, it will hit it. Just to prove what I say is right. Watch this. Yeah, when you put it on the plate, it hits it. So, let's take a quick look at this thing before it gets too hot. You know, it's over 100 degrees today, so it ought to get warmed up on us. So, the SCAR 17S, big 308, 762 by 39. This is some PMC I picked up to run through it. We're lucky to have a viewer lend this to us. I've looked at these for a while now, gun shows. Maybe you have too. And experienced a little lust for these things. They're pretty expensive, but they are pretty cool, no doubt about it. Pretty high tech. The Special Operations Command, put out the specs, I guess, not too long ago, really. I guess just a few years for guns like this, and this is FN's answer, and they came up with a pretty good answer to the specs. This is a nice gun. So let's go ahead and take a look at the simplicity of it. It's really an interesting. To break it down, it has a polymer lower. You just take that pin out and push forward a little bit. There it is. There's the gun. There's the action, the trigger, and everything. And then you just pull the butt off like that. Pretty cool. And then the bolt comes out. Mainspring. Pull out the bolt handle, which is reversible. You can put it on either side. It's pretty neat. I love it on the left side. It's amazing. And then look at this bolt. Yeah, pretty simple. Punch out this pin. If you want to take out the firing pin, firing pin comes out. Make sure I don't lose anything. It's not my gun. Firing pin comes out the rear here. It's a little tight on the pull after it's been fired, I noticed. So I won't take it all the way out. And the bolt comes out. Very simple to clean. Very simple. Look at that. And of course your gas system up here just pushes against the front of that. And unlike the AR, your short stroke gas system. So pretty interesting design. We'll leave the firing pin in there and putting back together. So yeah, so you take the firing pin out and you pull this little cam out, pin, and then the bolt falls right out of there. Easy to clean. I've done it once at least already. And now my trick is putting this back together. I want to forget to put the bolt handle back in. Don't let me forget this time, okay? That's a little weird thing I like to do. Okay, there we go. So, in my hand here so I don't forget. Let's pull this back out. And like I said, I could put it on either side I want. So I'll put it on the right or the left because that's where I like it. Okay, bolt back in. The stock back on. Slides right on. And we put the chassis back in here, the lower. And there we go. Put the pin in. She's ready to go again. Okay. Did I leave any parts out? No, don't think so. So, is that a beautiful rifle or what? This is a good test for today because, like I said, it's over 100 degrees, and the gun will get pretty warm. I will get pretty warm. We're not going to shoot it 1,000 times or anything. It's not a torture test. Just wanted to bring it to you. It's a firearm that I know you have seen, most of you. I have, and that I have wanted to fire, and finally got a chance to fire one. I really am fond of it so far, I have to say. So we got an empty magazine. Let's try another one here. All right. Now the sights seem to be right on. The trigger is a nice, I'd say, a combat trigger. It's not exceptionally light or anything. It's not your dream trigger, but I have no serious problems with it, other than I can't hit. That no, actually, I should be hitting that plate every time. You do have to hold up on the plate just a little bit, and I don't want to really adjust the sights. It's not my gun, so I'm not going to mess with them. Ideally, I would like to put the sights right on the bottom of that plate, right on the bottom of it, just the way I like to sight things. And so it's kind of it's a mental thing, as a lot of shooting is. Okay, so I have a hard time, getting it up. All right, to where I need to, point of aim. So let me take just a couple more on that guy. Before I try the watermelon over there, gotta get the sights up, or I won't hit it. All right, let's try that watermelon. I'm not sure whether I'm hitting him or not. I think I see some red spreading around there. Oh, well, we'll see when we get over there what we've got left. Let's try that pot, and then we'll take a couple more shots at him, maybe. On top of the barrel. All right. I should be able to hit that watermelon. All right, I'll waste a couple more rounds on him. Then I'll just look at the video and see where I'm going. Now here's one right here I can hit. I know. I'll warm up on the pot. Okay. Another one on the pineapple. And now the big green target. Alright. Take that, watermelon. Now we've got a pot on top of that barrel there that John filled with water. Whoa. Took care of him, didn't it? All right, I'm going to go back over and put one more on the watermelon. know what? It almost felt like I was going left. I don't know, because I held a little bit further right that time. I don't know. It could be me. Could be the light. Well, it's obviously me. Duh. Could be me. I wonder. Let's look at this again here before it gets again too hot. I get too sweaty. Point out some things about this gun. Like I said, you know, Special Operations Command wanted this gun or a gun like this, and I'm not sure how many troops are actually carrying the thing, but as I understand, it's of course it's in a select fire version, the 17H. This is the 17S, the civilian version in semi-automatic, but I understand it's very well liked, and I've not heard anything negative about it. There's probably something negative about it. There always is. The blast has a lot of muzzle blast. Wow, it's loud, but it seems to do the job. The stock is really cool. You noticed it's adjustable, of course, for length, you know. And then also it's a folder. Look at that. How cool is that? And you know what? While we have it folded, we just have to do this. We have to see if it'll shoot like that. You reckon it will? Think I can hit that barrel? Uh-oh, I heard something ring. I hope I didn't hit my steel. So that's pretty neat. Folding stock. But I don't know that the main goal of that stock is to make it shorter for shooting and, you know, for carrying and you know, different applications where you might need to store it. And that's pretty neat that it folds. You know, you can't do that with a standard AR because you got your buffer tube and everything. Well, in the design of this gun, you know, it's a different design, so you don't have the buffer tube, so you can actually have a folding stock on the gun and make it much shorter, you know, if you need to. So nice short package there. So, and everything about it feels like quality. It should. It's FN. Now this didn't come on it. The owner put that on there, and I kind of like it. I wasn't sure at first, but I just left it on there, of course, and feels pretty good. Gives you a nice little hold there. Otherwise, it's the way it comes. It's the way it's shipped. You know, these sights, flip-up sights, and the front sight, same thing. You just push this little button, raise your front sight. They are clear, and very, very simple operation. You saw how simple it was to take apart, and then you also have your ambi controls. You have ambi mag release here on both sides. Of course, that's what ambi means, isn't it? So you got it there, you got it over here. Yeah. Your selector switch, safety, you know, on both sides. Okay, so it's pretty much ready. The only thing it's not there is your bolt release. It's on the left. I kind of like that. You know, if you've got your mag out and you need to release the bolt, you could. It's for me. It's great. I put my fingers on that, release the bolt slowly, like that. You can, with one hand, you can operate both at the same time. I really like that. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else about the gun on the outside here? All set up for your sling, and here is your attachments there, and pistol grip. What did I tell you about there? Oh, your gas system right here. You can set it. It's set for standard ammo right now, and you just move it. It's kind of hot, but you just move that over a notch. Ouch, it's hot. If you're going to shoot suppressor, you just move that over. Okay, one notch. If it were cool, it'd be simple to do. Just back and forth, back and forth. So it's set for standard ammunition right now, and that's your gas system. You clean it. It's just a little detent here, and you just take that out. And actually, you turn this over here because I've done that already. And you take that out, and your gas piston is there available. Okay, so simple operation, simple to clean. Your rail system, of course, all ready to hang everything you want on that. Obviously, they were trying to get something, you know, for the military that would suit anybody and everybody. And of course, with all the ambi controls, they achieved that. And then also, the gun is not very heavy for a 7.62 by 51. This is a very I haven't weighed it. I think it's 8 pounds, but it just doesn't feel very heavy, even with a loaded magazine. And the recoil is very comfortable. If you notice, and you can tell from the video probably, in the shooting of it, I may load while I'm yakking here. I may shoot another mag, but it does not kick much. It feels, it's not quite as light as the 223. I'd say somewhere between 223 and 308. Maybe more like a 762 by 39, you know, or even less. Just not a lot of felt recoil or muzzle climb. And that's in the design. The heavy bolt you saw and carrier, the carrier especially, and then the gas system. It's a short stroke gas system that just works. And then the muzzle brake. I understand that's part of the reason. You get a lot of blast, but it helps with the muzzle climb and everything. And like gas recoil, I don't know. You know, that's always something people argue about for good reason. If it were my rifle, I might consider changing out that and put a different muzzle brake on it. I don't care if it recoils a little more, so what? If I could reduce a little bit of that blast, I think I might like that. I don't know. And maybe I just need to shoot it some more, see what I think. I've shot, I don't know, before right now, I guess 2 or 3 magazines through it. Just got a hold of it yesterday, I guess, day before, in the evening. Didn't shoot it that day, shot it a little bit yesterday, that's right. And it's a gun that's hard to hate, let me tell you. You'd better not pick one up if, you know, unless your checking account is really healthy. Believe me, don't pick one up, don't fall in love with it, because I think you'll want one if you like these kinds of rifles. There's just not much about this thing not to like. That is for sure. That is for sure. For about the last year, I have looked at them at gun shows. I'll pick them up and think, oh man, that is nice. That is nice. I like that, you know. And I've read a little bit about them, but then you look at the price tag and you know, you get sticker shock. Believe me, because they do. They run between 25 and 3,000. So you know, it's not available at Walmart. Something you can go pick up tonight. That's just it's in a totally different category. This is, and some of you know more about them than I do. It is one of the, I guess I want to say highest tech, or the newest innovations, and if not the newest innovation in this type of rifle that will fire a 308 7.62 by 51 this comfortably. You know, this thing is a battle rifle. That's what the Special Operations Command was looking for, a new battle rifle, and 7.62 by 31. It's also available in 5.56. But I mean, this is I don't know what the next step is, you know, after this. Now I know there's some other guns that compete with this, rifles out there that they're really cool. But you know, these guns, they have really just about reached the epitome, the peak, in terms of what you can do, that I can see, of course. How do you make it any lighter than this? You know, polymer, aluminum, of course, steel barrel. How do you make it more comfortable to shoot? You know, there's just not a lot you can do to make it more effective. And from everything I've read, reliability is one of the characteristics of this gun. Extreme reliability. Of course, that's pretty important, isn't it? I hope it's reliable. I have not had any issues with it. So let's take a couple more shots and see if we can hit something. My ear's in tight. I'm still feeling really bad about missing that plate so many times, so I'm going to put another one on him. See if I can get the sights up where I need to. Okay. If I hold the sights up on the bottom of it about that far, at least, it will hit it. Of course, it's not just holding the sights there, is it? It's getting the trigger to break while you have the sights right there. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, so we have some bowling pins who have survived so far. Wow. That's funny. I'll have to explain to you about those bowling pins. Oh, we have several targets here. Let's take out, well, you know what? Why don't we just take out all that stuff? What do you think? It looks like it needs to be shot. I should have used my sights. I might have hit that watermelon. Of course, maybe I did. We might have put another round in. Recoil, you can probably tell from that. I don't know that I was shooting as fast as I can, but I was trying to shoot fairly rapidly. And it's very soft recoil, no doubt about it. Let's pop that watermelon down there. There we go. And this bowling pin right here. You know, with a really powerful rifle round, a bowling pin will react more to a 45 ACP than it will to one of these, generally speaking. And why is that? Because the 308 goes right through it very fast and still usually knocks it over. But whereas all the energy is not expended in the bowling pin, I'm trying to say. So it's not because the 308 is too weak to knock one over with authority, it just goes through it. Pretty interesting. Okay, what else has John set up? Have I forgotten any of his targets here? There was something there I was going to shoot. Not what it was. Let's see. Well, I'm going to hit that plate again. I'm still seeking revenge. Redemption. Yeah. Need a little more of that. See, that was 4 pretty fast. Didn't hurt a bit. And I felt like if I had this thing in select fire, it'd be fun to shoot because you crank out 20 of those and I believe you could hold it right on target without much trouble. And again, that's one of the qualities, the characteristics of this that's so desirable. Very controllable, whereas, you know, the M14, one of the criticisms of it was, yeah, it's nice having select fire, and the M14's a great gun, but it was difficult to control in fully automatic fire. This, I think, would be easier, even though it's lighter, I would guess. Feels a lot lighter. I've not weighed and compared the two, but it just doesn't feel very heavy. It's a very convenient rifle, and just cool. it even I like the looks of it. I don't know, maybe I'm getting stranger in my old age, but I like the looks of it. It's a good looking gun. We got the bolt clear, and we have fired whatever we fired today, and then what I fired yesterday. Not any hint of a glitch at all. Just works, does what it's supposed to do, and shoots that big 308. You know, that is a powerful round. Most of you know that. It's a really powerful round, and hits with authority. You can tell the way it hits that red plate when it hits that red plate. So anyway, this is a pretty cool rifle. The FN SCAR, the SCAR, let's see, part of SOCOM. It stands for what? Combat Rifle Special Operations Combat Rifle. I think that's what SCAR is, and kind of an acronym for, you know, Special Operations Combat Rifle. I think is what that stands for. And the 17H is the military version and select fire, full automatic capability. And then 17S is the civilian version. So, and again, they're kind of pricey, but they're really neat. And I really appreciate a viewer letting us use this and bring it to you. We'll probably do some more shooting with it today or tomorrow. Life is definitely good.